Hello everyone, and welcome to the third Summer 2025 update from GavsWeatherVids. So here we go again, we're going to bring you more summer data. We're up to update number 3, and this week we're doing quite an interesting update, winter to summer data. Is there a connection between winter and summer, or summer and winter? Well, we're going to have a look at some data anyway, and I shall get to that for you in a moment. Just to say back first, the video today was our 6 AM UK weather forecast and can be live at 6 PM. We attend a 14-dayer, and that will include all of the regular features. We'll do everything that we would do in a regular 10 to 14 day video. The only difference is that we're going to do it live for you tonight, and we'll try to include a little bit of long range into that as well. How does that sound? Sounds alright? I think it sounds alright. So I should see a little bit later on for that one. Please like, share, and subscribe on all today's videos and content. Thank you so much, everyone, for doing that. For GavsWeatherVids, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Richard. Thank you so much, Ricardo. Thank you so much. I can't roll my eyes. Thank you so much to Richard Shaw for our lovely summer updates gift. Be police for cops have got Gav. I'm off to the clink. Crimes against weather forecast have finally come for me. Hello to Rich, and thank you so much for our amazing summer updates gift, Rich. I love it, love it, love it. And hello to Shreyan as well. Good evening to Shreyan. Good evening. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever you're watching the video, Shreyan. Hello to Shreyan Brewer. Thank you so much, Shreyan, for all the help on this video. Getting me gears together. Hashtag Tinker. Love it. Amazing. Love it. Love it. Thank you so much to Shreyan, and also to Richard and Terry as well. Let's not forget Terry. Also, Team Gab making a fantastic effort for us on another long-range summer update. Right, let's get on with it then, shall we? That's what you're saying. Get on with it. Get on with it. So we're going to start off with the CET, winter CET number data. This is the CET page going all the way back 1659 at Hadley. So if we come on down to 2024 and 2025, we can see that December 2024, very mild, came out with CET of 6.8. January 2025 came out at 3.4, rather cold, and February came out 5.3, mild-ish. Putting it all together, we came out with an overall winter central England temperature for the winter of 2024-2025 of 5.18. So, very simply, we are going to be looking at, so basically 5.2, rounded up. So very simply, we're going to be looking at summers following winters with a CET of 5.0 to 5.4. Let's do that then, shall we? Let's do it. Generally quite mildish winters. Right, starting off with 1950. So, winter of 1949, 1950 would have fallen within that CET range of 5.0, 5.4. The summer of 1950 was wet. Deep low pressure out in the Atlantic and into Western Europe. That's a cool, wet summer to start us off. Oh dear. Well, this one's a little bit better. This is 1967. I mean, it's not anything to get excited about. It's a 1960s summer, so most of the summers in the 1960s were absolutely terrible. This was slightly better, I think, but still pretty mixed. Lots of low pressure in the Atlantic. It's a little bit warmer compared to some of the summers in the 1960s, but absolutely nothing whatsoever to get excited about. Oh! Ooh! Ooh! What's that? What's that? What's that? What's that? What's next? Crazy like a fool. What about Daddy Cool? Daddy, Daddy Cool. Daddy, Daddy Cool. Daddy, Daddy Cool. Yes, it's the daddy of hot summers. It's 1976. Hold on. Hold on. We're gonna do it.
Force is with you, young Skywalker. But you are not a Jedi yet. I am your father!
Wow, 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 wow! Oops. Wow, 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 wow! It's my daddy! It's a daddy! It's a daddy! It's a daddy of Hot Summers! It's 1976. What about that then, everyone? What about that? Here we go then. Here's the analogue for the daddy of Hot Summers, 1976. What's he doing? What's he doing? What's he doing? So, look at that. Check this out. Big high pressure right over top of the UK. I look at this low pressure all over the place in the Atlantic, up towards Greenland, over the continent. But we find ourselves in that big blocking area of high pressure. And of course, around that, we bring the wind in from the east. Wow, 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 wow. Yes, it's the daddy of Hot Summers. It culminates, it climaxes. We love a climax at GavsWeatherVids. It climaxes the great drought that begins actually at the end of 1974, really, and goes on through 75 and into 76. This is the climax, and then, of course, the heavens open in the autumn of 1976. It doesn't stop raining, really, or snowing for the rest of the 1970s. It's the daddy of Hot Summers. It's 1976. And it is there in our analogues package following 4 winters, following 4 summers, following winters with a CET range of 5.0 to 5.4. You know what I meant. Thank you so much. Right, let's move on. 1988. Go, bitch. Go. 1988 shows up next. This is a terrible summer. Absolutely the polar opposite, really, to the daddy of Hot Summers. This could be the daddy of cool, wet summers. I don't know. That's an atrocious July, though. One of the worst Julys of the 20th century. That's one to forget. We've got 2000 showing up next. Plenty of blocking in the Atlantic. Low pressures through there and through there. So, this often has quite warmish spells, but it is an unsettled summer, and July 2000 isn't up to much. But there are some little mini heat waves and whatnot. It is a quite a warm summer. Then we've got 2002. Now, this has a Scandinavian high, so it's not that far from being a hot summer, but of course, we're under this trough of low. So, this one starts off quite unsettled in June. Then I think it gets a little bit warmer. Quite a warm summer, this one. Quite humid, often quite mixed. But, you know, it is quite a warmish summer in 2002, but not great. But we've got a very strange summer in 2004, particularly in August, as we bring the remains, the remnants of lots of tropical storms and hurricanes into the north and west of Europe off the Atlantic. So have an exceptionally wet August with flooding rains, but also very warm, quite a hot month with CET in the 17s. 2005 is a nice summer, actually. I remember this is quite a nice summer. It has a little bit of everything. It's one of those summers that's got something for everyone. So there are hot spells, and some very hot spells, actually, occurring during this summer. They don't tend to last all that long, but there are some really quite hot days mixed in. Also some protracted unsettled spells. There's some good thunderstorms, and also drier interludes too. So one of those summers, a little bit like 1996 as well, I guess, that's got something for everyone in the summer of 2005. Now, this is a washout. How can we have 76 in 2012 in 2012 in, say, analog package? You see for summer of 2012, blocking areas, high pressure around Greenland, low pressure, big trough parked over the north and west of Europe. So that is a very wet summer with flooding rains. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. And then we've got the summer of 2023, finally, for this first set. Quite an unsettled, quite a mixed summer, and often pretty cool. But it does get warmer later on. Of course, I have a very hot spell. We'll have a very hot September in 2023, culminated with a very hot spell. Right, so let's put all that together. All of that together then. It's how all Junes combined are looking following Winter CET 5.0. Sorry, everyone. 5.0 to 5.4. Oh, it looks anti-cyclonic for June, doesn't it? That'll be a nice June. Potentially a lot of dry and warm weather in with that one. Oh, look how we flip though. All July's combined goes down the pan. Low pressure through the north and the west of Europe into the Atlantic. High pressure blocking south of Greenland. So a dry and warm June, a cool and wet July on average, and then all August combined look like that. So into a Scandinavian high, low pressure tending to be to the south. That's quite an easterly sort of August vapor. That could be quite a warm signal for August, actually. Maybe quite hot, but also could be a bit volatile and a little bit thundery. And this is how all summers combined looking, following winter CET range 5.0 to 5.4. Looks unsettled overall for these summers. Bear in mind, Jumo is much, much better. Right, okay, well, that's the first set of analogues done. That was interesting, wasn't it? Right, well, let's move on then and have a look at England and Wales precipitation next. So, this is how December's England and Wales P came out. We came out actually at 89.6 millimetres, which was rather dry of an average, just 86% of average. If we go through to 2025 and January, we see that January came out at 111 millimetres. That was slightly wetter than average, 118% of average. And then February came out like that, 57.1 millimetres, which was again dry of an average, 79% of average. So January was a bit wetter for England and Wales precipitation. December and February were a little bit drier. Putting all of that together, we came out with a total England and Wales precipitation of 257.6 millimetres. So for our next set of analogues, we are going to be looking at summers following winters with an England Wales precipitation range of 241 273 millimetres, and of course that places us for 2025 nicely slap bang in the middle. Okay, well, back to 1950 again. So, well, we saw it first set of analogues. It's back again. A wet, cool, pretty miserable summer there in 1950 to start us off. Oh dear. And then we've got 1956. This is one of the worst summers of the 20th century, actually. So this is, of course, got a big trough over northwest Europe. We've also got some ridging in the Atlantic, and very often we're bringing in the wind from the north in this summer. So I think that's not too bad early on, but not saying much. It gets worse and worse and worse as we go along, culminating in perhaps one of the coldest and wettest August of the 20th century. It's an atrocious summer, and we definitely, well, it depends what you want, I guess, out your summer weather, but I don't think really we want to repeat of 1956. We've got 1962 showing up as our next analogue. So check this one out, everyone, with low pressure generally to our east and winds coming in from the north. It's not a particularly unsettled summer, but it is a very cool summer, and does have some unsettled weather time. Notice a little bit of higher pressure up in the high latitudes. Is that the beginning? Because, of course, this was summer before the daddy of cold winters. Talking of the daddy, this is the summer before the daddy of cold winters. Is that the start of the blocking that's going to produce the coldest winter since 1740? Who knows? But it's certainly a cool summer in a very chilly year, and of course we are waiting for 62, 63 to descend. We got 1967 back again, following England Wales precipitation range of 241 273 millimetres. As I say, from 1960, so that's slightly better, but is mixed and not much to get excited about. Now, this is quite a nice one. It's 1969, the final summer of the 1960s. Does actually produce quite a lot of dry and warm weather. Again, it's not saying much. By modern standards, the summer of 1969 wouldn't be, you know, anything to get excited about at all, really. But in the era, in the 1960s, but it was actually probably the best summer of the entire decade, with quite a lot of dry, fine and warm weather on offer. Oh, now we've got our first sort of hot summer here, since 76 anyway, since Daddy. First hot summer for this second set is 1983, with high pressure right over top of the UK island and into the Atlantic as well. That has a really hot July. So it has been beaten, but at the time it was the hottest July and the hottest month on record, and it held that for many years, actually. I think 1983. Lots of really cracking thunderstorms as well, and also has quite a hot August. And we've got 1986. So this one, well, the analogue doesn't show a lot, does it? Just some higher pressure there and there, some lower pressure there. It's one of those analogues that doesn't tell you much about the summer. It starts off quite nice, has a pretty decent June, not hot, but often pleasant and dry and lots of sunshine. And then it gets worse, and it does have a really bad August, similar to 1956, actually, 1986. A cold, wet August, one of the worst of the 20th century. 1991's quite a nice summer, has a wet side. It's one of those analogues that doesn't tell you much about the summer overall, but has quite a nice late summer. It's more of a backloaded summer. So June is pretty bad, I think, in 1991, and then it gradually picks up, gets better, has a dry and warm August and September combination there. And then we've got 1998. So this is a cool and relatively dry-ish summer. High pressure in the Atlantic, low pressure away to our east. Winds regularly coming in from the north and from the northwest during that summer. Very mixed, not a washout summer, no, not overly wet, not 2007 or 2012, but a pretty poor summer, really, in a decade of really good summers. So most of the 1990s summers were really dry, often hot, very warm, at least. There are a couple of exceptions, about 1993, notably, and 1998 as well is another exception, and probably 1992, but that's not too bad early on. But I would say that's like one of the worst of the decade, really, in 1998. But the 90s is a classic decade of warm summers. 2002 is back again, high pressure towards Scandinavia, low pressure through there, so a mix, but often a warm summer. It does have one very hot spell that occurs, I think, at the end of July in 2002. 2010 is a classic front-loaded summer. Overall, the analogue has a mid-Atlantic ridge going up towards green. Again, it doesn't tell you a great deal about the summer overall. So June 2010 is actually very warm and really dry as well, and it just lasts into the beginning of July, and then, you know, it all falls apart, and we have another summer here with a cool and wet August in 2010. 2018 is a classic hot summer, high pressure ridging through the Atlantic into northern West Europe and actually going around into Eurasia as well. We have like a ring of mid-latitude highs here through into America and Canada, back out into the Atlantic, and then we've got low pressure locked in over the Arctic and Green. Quite a bizarre anomaly, but it is a very, very, very hot summer when it's on. It does sort of deteriorate quite early, so August does turn a little bit cooler and more unsettled, but June and particularly July 2018, very, very hot, and it's one of those summers where the grass actually sort of shrivels up and goes brown, which is the first time I've seen that since 1995. And then we've got another hot summer, so ending up this update on quite an exciting note. We've got 2022 showing up next, and of course we know what happened in that summer. First time that we record 40 degrees in July of 2022, and we also have our first 18 Celsius CET August, very hot August, since 2003. Had to wait for nearly 20 years to get an 18 Celsius CET August, but we did it in 2022, following the hot July as well, and 40 degrees in July. So that is a classic hot summer that we have in 2022. To end this update. Right, let's put all that together then. It's how all tunes combined are looking following an England-Wales precipitation range, of 241, 273 millimetres. Anticyclone, high pressure tend to be more towards the west of the UK and Ireland. Low pressure up here. Probably quite a dryish signal. And then all July's combined, placing high pressure over the UK and Ireland. So that could be a warm and dry signal as well. And then there's going to be years that are deviating with this. Of course there will be. And then all August combined, maybe hints of being a bit more unsettled. Higher pressure slightly further away from us. More in way of lower pressure in the north and to the east as well. But again, there could be deviations to that. For example, we've got 2022 in the mix, but of course we have got quite a few summers here, 86, 56, 2010, that are going down the tubes in August. And then finally, this is how all summers combined are looking following a winter England Wales precipitation range of 241, 273 millimetres. It's an anticyclonic signal with higher pressure over and to West Country. Lower pressure tends to be up here, so relatively dry-ish, I think, for a lot of these summers. Some of them are classic hot summers, some of them are drier, cooler combinations, and we have got a few that are that become washouts anyway later on. So a proper old mixed bag. And I would say this this update is pretty inconclusive, which is something we do see quite a lot when we do these summer to winter, and indeed when we do winter to summer, no, what I'm talking about, when we do winter to summer, and indeed when we do summer to winter, we do often see like an inconclusive and a variable signal. So other ways short, there's not a great deal of connection between summer, winter, winter, summer, really. But anyway, it's of interest and it's of note, and it will form part of the winter the summer forecast. I'm getting myself mixed up. What are you doing, Dad? What are you doing? It's Darth. It's all Darth's fault. I am your father. It's all Darth's fault. Never mind. We're done. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in and watching my third summer 2025 update. We have another update for you next week. Thank you so much to Richard, so much to Ricardo, Richard Shaw, and thank you to Shrine Bruin, so to Shrine Bruin as well, for the help on the third summer update. I don't know what I've been doing, really. I should probably gather a little bit of magic tea might have been consumed. I don't know. No, well, we're going to be back a little bit later on with your 10 to 14 day out live. I shall see you then for our live stream at 6 p.m. No, see you then. But for this one, for the third summer 2025 update, that's all for now. Thanks for watching. Remember, we're releasing a summer forecast on the 1st day of June, by the way, this year. So that's going to be quite exciting. But so sorry, everyone, I'm off on a tangent. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday morning, Sunday afternoon, whenever you watch the video. We'll see you later for the live. And for this one, that's all for now. And thanks for watching. Bye for now.